Jake Noecker here with Home of Fight, and the man needs no introduction. Dave Feldman, BKFC. We're in Philadelphia, wild press conference, some cannolis flying as always. What's your reaction to all that?
Just great press conference, got people talking. You know, that's why you do these press conferences. You want people talking right before the fight. They're definitely talking, created some more stories, created a lot more interest in the event. So very, very excited about it. You know, obviously the cannoli went flying, and, you know, it's a little disrespectful on one hand. It gets everybody talking on the other hand. So what are you going to do? I
mean, the cannoli's trademark. You kind of have to expect it with Garbarino. But you also, you got a little cannoli on you. I think it's cleaned off. You all good with that?
I got a little on my shirt, but we're all good. We're all good.
And for the fans, I mean, I don't need a whole card breakdown. I know you just did the press conference. You got more media to do. But I guess in essence, in short, why is this the card to tune into this weekend?
I mean, nonstop excitement. Some great matchups. You know, some people are going up, some people are going down, some people don't know where they're at really in their careers. It's going to be, I mean, every matchup we really matched up. I think we have 12 fights in the card. Maybe 10 are fighter tonight candidates. Maybe 2 could be duds. I hate saying that because it always turns out wrong, but I'm saying it anyway because I think it's going to be a phenomenal night. I'm really very much excited about the top 4 fights, but I'm really excited about the one-round war. I want to see how that pans out.
And you're a Philly boy like myself. Obviously, I was at your first event at Wells Fargo back then, and massive success. You talked about how special it was in Philly. So now, all these cards later, Xfinity Mobile now, I mean, USA 250. Is that just like a little extra juice? Like, does that almost beat like the Philadelphia aspect, at least for this card?
I think it does. I think it does because they invited us here. Like, this wasn't like, hey, can we do something around 250? They said, hey, we have July 3rd open. We'd love you guys to come and put on a fight right around 250. So for that, it probably means more than anything because, again, we had to knock down all the doors. We had to kick all the doors wide open, and now they're reaching out to us. And for them to reach out to us on this historic day and this historic event, it's phenomenal for us.
And I'm not asking for comparisons here at all, but obviously, like, you know, regional promotion around here, Cage Fury, they had an outdoor event for America's 250. Obviously, the UFC goes to the White House for 250. So, like, I guess you feel like this event is on the same echelon as those. Like, it compares to, like, your guys' American honor, or, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, it does. It's, you know, we're going to have a great crowd there. We'll have more than both of those events combined. Obviously, we're not as big as the UFC, but we'll have more live attendance. Not the 100,000 that we're watching, sure. But as a live attendance. So we're very excited about it. But I'm really excited about the fight card. I think it's matched great. It's going to be great for Philadelphia. And again, we get to celebrate 250 right here. We're bringing, you know, dropping bare knuckle bombs.
And Boston, another place you guys are heading soon, Fenway. Insane news there. Also got the American theme. I guess how special is it going to be to actually have a fight night there? Joe Lozon, big night already.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, who would have thought, right? I mean, they asked Dana White after 250, they said to him, where are you going next, Fenway Park? And we're going to Fenway Park.
You just got to beat him, you know what I mean?
How amazing is that? Listen, we're not beating him, but at the end of the day we're not far away. We're doing everything that we have to do to draw these big crowds, to get everybody to talk about us. I wouldn't say we're the biggest promotion in the world or the second biggest, but I think on the top 5 promotions in the entire world, BKFC is right up there among the best.
And this was actually briefly brought up to you at the presser. RAF was mentioned, Scott Coker's new promotion, MVP just had a big Netflix card. You guys are BKFC. There's like UFC, BJJ. What I'm getting at is I feel like a million outlets for fighters nowadays compared to 10, 15 years ago. You were breaking your balls on the regional scene trying to make it to get to the UFC. Now there's so many outlets. You think this is good for the sport to have all these top competitors giving outlets for fighters?
I think it's a great opportunity for fighters to have opportunities to fight and make money. So for that, absolutely there is, and they're all different variations of it. I do, however, feel that we're the most exciting combat sport on the planet. You know, we give fans everything they want, action-packed fights. And I think some of these other organizations that are doing things are also giving some great opportunities to fighters. So absolutely, look, we worry about BKFC, and a lot of other people worry about us or worry about another promotion. I worry about BKFC and how far we can grow BKFC, and as long as we focus on ourselves, we're going to be the biggest company in the world.
2 left. First off, speaking of 2-minute, 1-round fight on this card for the first time. I mean, how do you feel about this? Like, if this goes to a decision, is that like a letdown? Do you need a knockout here, or is just the aspect of the fight amazing in itself?
I think we just need a war. That's why it's called a 1-round war. You know, I am, like, this is a test because I'll get into why it's a test and what we're going to do. It's a test, and who knows, or is one guy going to dance and hit him a few times and try to run and sneak a win in for a 1-round war. But what we want is 1-round wars. So we're encouraging them to stay in the center circle And if they stay in the center circle, we double their purse because it'll be an automatic war for these guys. But the reason why we're doing this, we're testing this out because if it needs to be tweaked, we can tweak it in time for when we're launching BKFC Fight Club. And that's going to be 3 one-round wars in one night. You win, you move on. You lose, you go home. You win all 3 fights and you win the championship for the night, you get a $100,000 contract with BKFC.
So like Grand Prix tournament style.
Absolutely, but it's 3 2-minute rounds. 3 one-round fights is less than 1 regular 5-round bare knuckle fight. So although you might seem like it's a lot, it's different because you got different styles to face. But it's going to be so much excitement, and that's why I want to see how it works. Because if it needs to be tweaked, this is going to be the place we're going to tweak it.
And just segueing off that for my last question, any other big news you can tease? I know you guys already have a big summer in store, but for the rest of the year, anything else you guys got in store yet?
I mean, just so much stuff. I mean, we're going to finish out this year. Then our first fight next year is going to be the BKFC cruise. We're going to do the fight on the cruise ship. So there's just so many things. I mean, I can't just drop all announcements. There's a process of how we have to do this, but absolutely, I would say in 2 weeks we got our biggest announcement that we've ever done, and then in about 2 months we have an announcement that'll top that one.
I know I said last question. You have time for one more real quick one. Conor McGregor, the return, your buddy. I mean, talk to me about him and Max Holloway. I almost forgot to ask.
He's the king, man. Look, maybe he's not the best fighter in the world. He's the king. He did more for mixed martial arts than any single fighter did for any combat sport in the world. He did more for that, and he's back, and he's the best Conor McGregor I've ever seen. Talking to him is like talking to a guy that I don't even know. He's unbelievably focused. He's unbelievably trained. He's fast. He's furious, and he's ready to cause some damage. I will be there, front row, at that UFC event and rooting him on. I think it's going to be, I can't bet on the fights, but if I could, I'd bet the house on Conor McGregor.
Oh, I love it. Dave Feldman, thank you for staying a couple extra minutes with me. Ladies and gentlemen, BKFC Liberty Brawl, July 3rd. Don't miss it.